Welcome to A Damn Good Question, the weekly broadcast that helps you understand the top news stories with a conservative twist.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to A Damn Good Question podcast. Sitting across from me,
my children imitation.
Sitting across from me as always, friend, co-host, sidekick, superhero in his own right, producer, man of many talents, and Guinness World Record holder for the most watermelon eaten in one sitting. Mark?
You know, I never took any credit, but Sergeant Pepper is all mine.
Sergeant Pepper. What's that have to do with watermelon?
I just, you would say producer, and I just.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I didn't take credit for it.
For you kids out there, that's an album by a band called The Beatles.
Yeah. You know, kids know who the Beatles are. You know who the Beatles are?
So, he knows who the Beatles are because of you.
No.
Marching band.
I tell you
marching
what,
band.
pretty much a lot of these kids. I remember.
Yeah. But hey, and I, of course, your forever host, SGD, and we want to welcome you here to this Damn Good Question podcast.
It's a nice sunny Friday, and we're going off the chart.
Man, it finally got nice.
And I'm sorry, this is a total sidebar, but we had a question at coffee this morning. Are Kelsey and Taylor getting married?
According to the reports,
you never hear anything about that.
We've covered it because they're your people. Maybe we can have him look it up while we're doing this. See if they're still getting married.
Yeah, what is the date of the marriage? Where is it at? Where's my invitation?
It was supposed to be in June. Somewhere in New York.
A June wedding would be nice. Yeah, June.
Mine was
the blushing bride.
You know what?
All in white.
You know, one of my favorite songs, because of all the different emotional connections in it, is "In Color" by Jamie Johnson.
Oh yeah, I think I know that.
Yeah. The lines near the end where it was hot that June, the rose was red. Our wedding, it was the hottest day of the year. It was so hot. We got married, out on the beach and the sun coming down. And I'll never forget it.
I'll never forget it either. I was there. I had my car running, ready to go, and you went down the aisle and didn't turn back.
Yeah, didn't come back.
It's been down here ever since.
June will be 19 years.
19, my God. Either love or laziness, folks.
A little both.
Or both.
Friday, July 3rd. That's probably one of those fake dates.
Why would they get married on July 3rd?
Oh, wait, hold on. It says it's unconfirmed, but a couple rumors point.
They've given a couple different dates in a couple different places. Probably to throw the pop.
They're probably already married, making babies right now.
Who was it who made up like 4 or 5 fake wedding dates and wedding sites? That
I don't know.
Was it J-Lo and
it could be.
Somebody, somebody did it, to throw all the paparazzi off, and then it kind of ruined when they really had the real wedding. So whatever.
Well, speaking of the Beatles, Yoko and John announced they were going to have a big party. They announced the date and the time. Didn't tell anybody where it was at. You had to find it. Okay, on that note, isn't that funny?
They'd probably done too many drugs when they sent out the invitations.
I'm sure they were doing a few.
I'm sure they were.
Okay, you want to talk about oil and gas.
I'm sorry. He had to be doing a lot of drugs to find that woman attractive. Good God.
It was her singing voice that got him.
The siren's call, they say.
Oil and gas.
Oil and gas.
What about oil and gas?
Okay, oil prices do not support what the gas prices are currently, right now. As of this recording, right now, barrel of oil is $90 a barrel.
Mm-hmm.
$90 a barrel. Before the war, barrel of oil was $72 a barrel. So if you work that out, if you do the math, that was $2.80 a gallon if we say oil was 55-gallon barrels, which they're actually not, but they say 55-gallon barrels, right? So That was $2.80 a gallon is what gas was at the time. If you do the math, gas should only be up 26 cents at $90 a barrel. Per gallon should only be up 20 cents, which means that we should be looking at no more than $3.06 a gallon. $3.06 a gallon, which means somebody is pulling a fast one.
Oh, I can't believe that.
I can't believe it either. But here in the state of Indiana, they have announced that they are investigating like 11 or 13 companies for price gouging of gasoline.
And the other thing,
Shocked.
aren't we supposed to have enough gas that we don't even need any Middle East gas?
We have enough oil, but
Oil.
that
I know it doesn't.
But, you
I
know.
know there's different grades of, and weren't we supposed to be getting all that Venezuelan oil?
and we do, and we've been selling it.
And so why are the gas prices just dropping
Well,
crazy? And
well,
I
the
know
oil
it's tied
prices
in.
are on a huge drop today and going to go lower.
Tied into the global and everything. But you know what?
Because
And this is what
the global price of oil, no matter what the global price is currently, it affects every country, including the United States.
and why?
Exactly. That's a good question. If we're energy independent and we don't need oil from anywhere else,
Why are
Why-
we dependent on the global
why are
oil
we
market?
dependent on the global
And
oil
I think
market?
this is something that I may be mistaken, but I believe this is something that Joe Rogan talked about in his podcast a few weeks ago. Is that what the F is going on? And if we are tied in to the global oil market, why? And how can we get
because
untied?
because the U.S. dollar is the petroleum dollar.
Yeah.
So every country has to buy American dollars to buy oil.
Yeah.
That is what keeps.
But
America running.
we have a good point here. Is there something we can do? Because the rest of the world is all messed up,
Oh,
and
yeah.
we're not, and we should
Well,
be paying for it.
we're
And
half
we're
messed up.
and we're paying for all this other stuff, all the wars and everything. We should be getting oil for nothing. We should be stealing the oil from Iran and Venezuela. That oil is ours for free, and we shouldn't have to pay for it. We just shouldn't.
No disagree.
Hey, it's war. Spoils of war.
War. Huh. What's it good
Dead
for?
poor.
Absolutely nothing. Say it again.
There you go. Okay. Okay, what else are we going to say about oil and gas? Anything?
Well, it's still with the. Oh yeah. Because you know what? I've been so busy this week. I forgot one of the things that ties to oil and gas. Guess who just came out and said that their global warming agenda was nothing but a hoax and it's not real.
Yeah, somebody did. I know
The
that.
UN.
UN.
The UN finally came out and said, "Oh, you know what? We're wrong. The world is not going to end because of man-made global warming and
cows.
And cows farting, and we had it wrong." Okay, so as the U.S. taxpayer who pays for everything at the UN, and I mean everything, we get our money back? Do we get the hundreds of billions of dollars that they have taken from us? Do we get the do we get all the tax credits back for all the people who've had to pay for this Green New Deal shit? Do we get all our money back? Did we get it all financed back? I mean, lump sum, or are you guys going to pay it to us over time?
Or do we at least get an investigation of these?
Oh, God. Mark. You think the UN's going to investigate itself?
Donald
Come
Trump
on.
and the Republican Party are the most useless people. Arrest people, guys. And I know they're starting to, but I mean, keep it going.
We should just
if you need more handcuffs, just start a company and start building them.
we should just
Jails, gladly build them all.
stop funding the UN. The UN is a sick.
Oh,
perverted.
we should just.
You put Iran, Russia, China on the Human Rights Board, on the United Nations, on the Human Rights Board,
Yeah.
because you think what? When you try to sanction them for something that they're doing that's unlawful, that they're gonna go, oh yeah, you're right. You caught us.
Somebody mentioned to let's level the UN.
Yeah,
That, by the way, is prime real estate.
prime real estate.
And let Trump build a Trump Tower on there.
Well, you know what? Why don't we build affordable housing there?
Oh, we could just turn it into affordable housing then, huh? Yeah, that'd be fun.
low income housing where the United Nations used to be.
Yep.
It's a better
rent
use of that
control,
land and money.
rent control.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Boy, what's going on there is so crazy that I don't think we even need to bother talking about New York City.
I'm not.
You know, there's just that's insanity. In fact, you're going to be talking about. Is that our next topic?
No, we're not talking about New
Yeah,
York
but
City.
it goes in with the same thing. Crazy Dems.
Oh yeah,
You-
so crazy Dems. So let's talk about some of the crazy Dems who are running for election this cycle. You got James Tallarico in Texas, the man who says that God is gay.
I thought he said it was binary.
Non-binary,
Nine.
non-binary, and gay. And
I don't know what all that stuff means anyway.
yeah,
But there's 6 genders. Maybe God.
no,
is
no.
all
There's
6.
only 3. We've been over this. There's 3:
Well, I
male,
thought.
female, and Canadian. And I'm sure God is not Canadian.
I think he believes there's 6. He's got 3 more than us.
Oh, he believes a lot of stupid things. This guy's absolutely insane. And if you listen to all the talking heads, he's got a chance. They say he's got a chance,
I don't think
especially now that Cornyn has been knocked out by Ken Paxton in the primaries. So long-standing Texas Senator John Cornyn is out. He will not be returning to the Senate. Cornyn was a very powerful Republican, but it just shows you how upset people are really upset that the Save America Act has not been passed through. All right, and they're looking for people who will pass it. When even 80% of Democrats say that this is a bill that should pass, it's a bill that should pass. Not Democrat lawmakers, of course. They're not the ones who say that. We're talking about actual American Democrat people say that this bill should pass to make sure that elections are done right, that there's no foreign interference. Oh my God, we just had, and I just saw a brief snippet of it while I was working on this stuff. There was someone in Illinois who just turned themselves in, who is admitting to illegal ballots on a major scale, which is, of course, going to show you that everybody's been right all the time about how the elections can be fraudulent and they will be fraudulent and they can be stolen, especially when it's a Democrat-run state. They will steal an election.
Now
Mark will know. Mark used to be a registered Democrat.
Oh, sure. We stole them all, a lot of them. I guess people are saying in the Los Angeles primary if you don't live in Los Angeles, but you got some time to kill, go and vote for, because they're not going to challenge you. You know, go and stay in a Los Angeles hotel that night. Use that address as your living address. Go and vote. Because
Spencer Pratt.
For Spencer Pratt.
He is.
That's funny.
I want to know how he generates such good AI videos. I want to know, because the AI videos that he gets done are just amazing, and they're funny and they're entertaining. They are great, and I want to generate videos like that. If I can generate videos like that, I got a new career.
We got a tech guy over there. You awake?
He's not even listening to us. And then also then you got in Maine, you got the absolutely insane Nazi Grand Plattner, the one who's got a Minecraft, on his tattooed on his chest, but says he just looked like a cool skull and stuff to me when I got it. But yet he says he's a World War II historian, but didn't know that it was a Nazi tattoo. What?
Well, I'm not worried about his tattoo. I really am not worried about his tattoo.
Horrible.
I'm worried about what comes out of his mouth.
Oh yeah. Oh, I mean,
and who he talks to and who he's around. And
all these people who say tax the rich, they only say that to you because you're too stupid to look up how much taxes the rich actually pay. So you believe them. That's all they look for is stupid people. And if you're stupid enough to believe that the rich don't pay taxes, then you're stupid. Matter of fact, if you have a job, you could thank a rich person for it. And if you work for the government, you can really thank a rich person for it, because poor people, and I know when I was poor, I never paid income tax when I was poor. When I was poor, I got money back every year and paid zero actual income tax. Rich pay taxes. Middle class pay taxes. Poor do not pay taxes. So taxing the rich, I want them to pay their fair share. They pay more than their fair share. If you actually look at it, the rich pay almost all the taxes in the United States.
In fact,
Almost all the taxes in the United States. They pay on their companies. They pay on everything they own. They pay on their property. They pay almost every tax. Stop this. Oh, they don't pay their fair share. They do, and then some.
you know, back in I believe it was the 80s, the man that started all this, Rush Limbaugh,
Oh yeah,
his book, he said, you know, it is unfair. We should tax the poor.
yeah.
Tax the poor. The poor need to be paying their fair share.
The poor,
They don't.
the poor pay a lot of what Dave Ramsey likes to call idiot taxes.
Mm-hmm.
Smoke cigarettes, pay the huge fines for smoking cigarettes.
Lottery tickets.
Lottery tickets, pay idiot tax, and all that stuff is really run by the poor. Most rich people don't smoke cigarettes because they won't. Cigar, sure they will.
Cocaine,
but
of
you
course.
don't inhale cigars. Cocaine, yep, sure.
Yeah.
Designer drugs, sure. Which actually, if you read a lot of the Jeffrey Epstein stuff, if you read a bunch of the email stuff and what were supposedly code words and stuff in there, I really think that's what he was doing because he was a math guy. I think he was making drugs for a lot of these people because they were mentioning that certain so and so didn't want this batch, wanted to try a new batch, yada yada yada.
Wouldn't that
They're
be
trying-
funny if
they're
he's
trying
a
to
big
say-
drug dealer, not...
Yeah. And honestly, I think that's what he was providing to other people. Was he paying underage girls to be prostitutes for him? Yeah, absolutely. But that's why there's no client list of who he was providing women to because he wasn't providing his girls to other people. They were
Well,
for him.
Older prostitutes.
Older prostitutes he did.
Yeah, a
Bill
lot of 'em.
Gates,
Yeah. Bill Clinton.
Bill Clinton. Yeah.
Yep. And hardly any even close to being evidence that Trump was involved. And he's been out of it so long.
I was one of those guys who really wanted to see a list of these people that he supplied stuff to, that he sent underage kids to, or yada yada yada. But there just isn't.
And the underage girls have not come forward.
Well, the underage girls who have come forward, all of them have said that they had sex with him.
Yeah,
he paid
now,
them.
I think there were some.
There was one girl who tried to say that she was given to this person, but her story changed every time.
Yeah, and
Every time. They could not collaborate any of her stories. None of the dates, none of
Yeah.
the times, and then her story changed every time they interviewed her, and then she committed suicide. So,
yeah, but just a
obviously,
second,
she had some issues.
committed suicide.
I'm not sure the Clintons were involved in this one, but because this one actually looked like it could have been suicide, and the Clintons didn't do ones that looked like they could be suicide, so,
The big deal about this is, who cares? If you think that this isn't standard operating procedure
and
for a lot of people,
and if you think
I mean,
If
how
you think the
did it?
Democrats didn't know this already,
Look what-
if you think the Democrats didn't have this information for 4 years and didn't come through it trying to find something to use on everybody they could,
Yeah.
you're dumb.
They're crazy,
You know.
crazy Dems. Is there anything else about crazy Dems?
But those crazy Dems and what we're just talking about leads right to the next section. For
Oh,
sure.
is that right? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Oh, children.
Children. So, administration officials said that by late 2025, under this Department of Justice and sweeps that they'd been doing, 62,000 children had been rescued from sex trafficking and forced labor in the United States. 62,000.
And we're worried about Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah. Why don't we
People-
hear more about
People, Shut
this
up,
good
yeah.
news? Why don't we hear more about the saving of these kids? Why? Because you can't give this administration a win. They can't. they're not going to talk about this and make this a big story. They're not going to put it on the news. They don't want people to know the good things that are happening under this president. They don't. I would be happy to read this under any president. I don't care who the president is. I would like to know these things.
Why aren't they talking about it?
What are you going to do? Twist the nipples at NBC and make them talk about it? They're not.
The press secretary can
They,
release it?
hey, how do you think I know about it? I hear them say these things.
Really?
Nobody picks it up. Nobody talks about it. Why? Because they don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
Because it doesn't fit their narrative. It doesn't fit the horrible stories that they want to
Then
tell.
why do people listen to CNN? Why do people listen to MS Now? Why do people listen to Fox, by the way? Why don't they get all their good news and everything from A Damn Good Question right here every week?
Damn good question.
Or Tim Pool or Ben Shapiro or
Yeah.
who else? Anybody else?
Yeah.
Joe Rogan even.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan asks some good
This-
questions. I know Joe goes off the rail every once in a while,
Oh, we don't.
and we don't know. Joe's fine. I like Joe's questioning everything, and some of his questions are really good. You know?
Agree. And you should question everything.
No,
You just should question
Yeah.
everything.
yeah, sure. But anyway, yeah, and people make all this big deal about Jeffrey Epstein,
Oh,
and
yeah,
there
they-
seems to be a big nothing burger with Jeffrey.
Remember, yeah.
And yet this is going on in your neighborhood right here in the United States. So if you really do care about kids, get involved in this. What's going on in your local
Remember-
neighborhood, not some stupid idiot and the rich and elite. They've always been doing this.
And they
Always.
will.
And they always will. But locally, that's where you need to protect your kids. is
So-
at the local level.
These are the same people who attacked Sound of Freedom when the movie came out.
Mm.
Why? Because it was a positive story about rescuing children. They attacked it, tried to demonize the movie, tried to say horrible things about the man who ran the operations, who did these things. This is we're talking about the same news organizations that when ICE raided the pot farms in California were there to cover the arresting of the illegals, and then accidentally had to cover that ICE rescued a bunch of children from slave labor on those farms. Remember that?
Yeah, but you know,
Accidentally. So therefore they tried to
you
make sure
know,
that they
we-
weren't covering any more of it after that.
we should really be just getting up in arms about Jeffrey Epstein and, at the end of the day, a few bad people. And both sides, by the way.
Oh yeah, there's bad
both
people.
sides. Both sides.
There's bad people everywhere.
Yeah, and worry about your local issues, folks. We got to take care of the local.
We
stuff.
are about an hour and a half to 2 hours away from what has been for years the number one place for human trafficking in the United States, and that is Toledo, Ohio. And most people don't know that. But Toledo, Ohio, because of its 80, 90, 75, 20, 6, you have all these major roads that go through Toledo, Ohio, and a central part. You can get to so many other major cities within a few hours from Toledo, Ohio. So many kids go missing there. So many people are trafficked out of there and moved to different states from there. It's disgusting. It is scary. It's vile. And it's something that we need to stop. And anything we can do to stop it.
Yep, it's right here. Okay,
All right.
what else do we want to talk about?
So Americans are not afraid of disagreement. We're not afraid of debate. We're not afraid of people who think differently than we do. What people are afraid of is a political movement that treats common sense like a crime, treats dissident like treason, and treats everyday Americans like enemies for holding normal beliefs. People are scared because they see a loud, radical faction on the left that wants to control whatever you say, what you teach, what you drive, what you eat, and what even your children are allowed to believe. They see activists who don't want discussion, they want dominance. They don't want compromise, they want compliance. And now we see something else. Even a celebration of America itself is getting dragged into the culture war.
Hmm.
Reports say several performers originally listed for America 250 events have backed away or denied they were ever fully on board once they learned about the political baggage that might be attached to the event. Names that have been reported as pulling out include Morris Day and the Time, Young MC, Martina McBride, the Commodores, Milli Vanilli, and Bret Michaels. Others, including Vanilla Ice and Flo Rida, are reported to still be in the lineup. That tells you how poisoned our public culture has become. When even honoring 250 years of the greatest nation ever to live on this planet and God's green earth has to become controversial for too many people to stand up and say that they will participate. This is not tolerance. This is intimidation. New York QB Jackson Dart was attacked for his support of Trump, even by the league's commissioner, Roger Goodell. At any other time, they would stand up and pat somebody on the back who stood with a president that they preferred. But then again, Roger Goodell has lost who his audience is a long time ago. 2 national anthems, saying bad things about white people in this country. You have no idea how hard white Americans work to be able to afford to watch football.
And buy the tickets.
And buy the tickets. They're not cheap. Take those people out of the stands, Goodell, and see how empty your stands are. Same way at the NBA. Take white working class people out of the stands of the NBA and see how full your stands are. People are scared because they've watched cities decline, they've watched schools fail, they've watched crime rise, they've watched borders weaken, family values mocked by people who act like they know better than everyone else. They're scared because the so-called elites keep making life harder for working people. Then act offended when those people finally get angry. It's that anger that brought you Donald Trump in the first place, but none of you want to talk about it. None of you want to talk about how pushing people too far has given you the biggest criminal you could ever think of, and has given the working class people somebody that they can actually relate to. But here's the truth. Love of country should come first. Before party, before ideology, before fame, before corporate politics, before endless noise of activists and talking heads, there should be one simple loyalty that binds us all, and that is America itself. Without America, who are you? What are you? The same women on the left who say fight the patriarchy, the patriarchy, are the same ones wearing headscarves and bowing their heads to a man and walking 3 feet behind them. They're the same people who follow Islam, but tell you that white man, orange man, bad. A country cannot survive if its own people are taught to distrust it, hate it, and apologize for it. A nation cannot endure if patriotism is treated like a joke while division is celebrated as wisdom. We do not have to pretend America is perfect to know it's worth defending. We do not have to ignore our flaws to love our home. In fact, the reason we fight for this country is because we believe it can always be better. What does the real patriotism mean? It means building up the nation, not tearing it down. It means defending the Constitution, respecting the flag, honoring the sacrifice of generations, and putting interests of the American people before the demands of radicals and elitists. We don't need more lectures from extremists. We need leaders who respect the Constitution, defend free speech, protect our communities, and put us Americans first. The age of silence is over. The age of fear is over. And the people of this country are ready to stand up and take it back and put America first again. If we don't, then the communists that hate America, that hate our freedoms, that hate you, well, they win. And I, for one, won't stand for it. Why do people bow to the online hate? How can we make a difference? And today, that is our damn good question. Thoughts, Mark?
Well, you know, I know in a number of states they have passed laws now that Islamic, what is that called?
Sharia law.
Sharia law is now allowed.
Yeah. And
It's like,
It-
duh.
no, our Constitution is the only law of this land.
And states
Period.
can't, and states and cities can't. Yeah. So I know a number of states have passed the Sharia law.
Sharia law
Sharia?
things.
Sharia.
Sharia. Come on, Mark. You know
Well,
this.
I try not to think of Islam except to get them moved out of this country. You know, there's no reason for anybody being Islamic in this country. This is a horrible religion, an evil religion, a satanic religion, and they need to come to Jesus Christ. Read about Jesus, guys. And the ones that do, they come to Jesus. You know, why do you bow down to this terrible ideology when there is the truth?
There's freedom,
There's truth and freedom,
freedom,
and peace
and peace and love.
and
But
coffee and cookies after the service.
Or before. We can get ours before and walk in and sit
Yeah,
down
you know
and eat
what?
and
We have coffee before.
and donuts.
Yeah, we have coffee.
Yeah.
But we know we don't have enough cookies and donuts at our church. Why is that, Eden? Do you have any idea?
Who's in charge of that, Mark?
Well, it's his mother, actually. I'll call her out.
What?
What, Monty?
That church is loaded.
It's
I seen its new
always-
digs.
It's all about money, isn't it? It's always all about money.
It's always about
We're gonna
money.
have some cookies and donuts.
But why do people feel like they need to bow to the talking heads online? And then, you know, X did one of the best things in the world when they started showing to where these accounts were actually broadcasting from. When you see all these anti-American accounts who say that they were an American people or Native American are actually over in Asia,
Mm-hmm.
all the anti-American hate was coming from all these different countries trying to say that I live in America and this is how I'm treated. It was all a lie. Online hate, almost all of it's a lie. Stop falling for it. Stop being part of it. Unplug. Put your phone down. Stop watching the stupid TikToks. Who cares what these people say? You know what is right and what is wrong.
Yes.
This is where I wish Toby Keith was still alive, because nobody would have stopped him from being there to perform at 250 years celebration of the United States of America. Nobody.
So
Whether he likes Trump or not, he'd have been there.
speaking of that,
Everyone should be there. People should be lining up.
the 250 is only just a little over a month away.
You know what, Mark? We need to make some phone calls. We need to get on the list. I'll go play. I'll go perform. I'll perform for hours.
you
I
know,
don't care.
Having Faded Hat perform at that would be like the Beatles getting back together, right?
Like Jimi Hendrix at Woodstock.
All two of them.
Maybe they can get with the Last Monkey as well, and they can do a little something together. You can't let these people win. And these celebrities who will, you'll let these people push you around? How pathetic are you? You are nothing without this country. You sure as hell wouldn't be famous without this country, and you wouldn't have any money. Your talents would go unrecognized in these other countries around the world, because most of you would never even be given a chance that you were given in this country, to where you can make something of yourself and you could do something because you have freedom here. You don't want that freedom? Leave. Either stand up for this country and stand up for what's right in this country, or leave. Those are your choices, and I hope you choose one or the other and follow it all the way through, either out of my country or to the front of the line to support it. Choice is yours.
Yep. We will see.
But hey, we want to thank our sponsor today, our good friends at Towhead Plumbing.
Okay.
Got plumbing problems? Look no further than Towhead Plumbing, your local plumbing experts. Need a new faucet installed or an old one repaired? We've got you covered. Is your toilet giving you trouble? We specialize in toilet installation, replacement, and repairs. Thinking about a new garbage disposal or replacing the old one? Call us. Need a new dishwasher? We handle dishwasher installations and replacements with ease. And don't forget those outdoor hose bibs. We repair them too. For fast, reliable service, call Towhead Plumbing today at 704-813-5653. Your home deserves the best, and so do you.
You know,
Welcome back.
I kind of hinted on it during your talk today, but people really need to start concentrating on their neighborhoods. You know, you can't do anything about national, not big. You can vote, you can talk to your senators, congressmen, yes, but to actually make change, to actually do something that's going to impact your life, it's local. You know?
Most of us, if we look down our lines and families, have family members who have fought and died for this country,
Yeah.
for the freedoms that we now enjoy, and you're telling me that you are weak and spineless and will roll over and let someone take it from you? That's pathetic. You're pathetic. Stand up and fight for this country. Your freedoms, your free will, your choices. Don't let people push you around and tell you that this country is, oh, this country's evil and this country is sinned. Like who's without sin cast the first stone, because you
Boy.
can't.
And most of those have never been to a foreign country.
Never.
They
Yeah.
don't even know what sin is.
Yeah, you have no idea. America has pulled more people out of poverty and saved the lives of more people than anyone ever in the history of the world. And we did it in 250 years. There are countries over there in the Middle East that have been around for thousands and thousands of years.
Yeah.
What have they done? Well, they're still throwing rocks at each other.
Yep.
Women still can't show their face in public. Is
Neither
that what you want here? Because you're going to get it.
Neither can goats.
Goats need to be protected over there for sure.
That's
I've
for
seen
sure.
the videos. Jeez.
You know, he probably doesn't understand at all.
No.
No.
But
It's better you don't.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do we have any, what do you think, Mark? We got any good news? Should we have some good news?
Well, you were going to talk about the good news of one down.
One down.
Well,
Ladies-
actually, it's been more than one, but this one was a big one.
Ladies and gentlemen, Stephen Colbert has finally been removed from the air.
Yeah.
After turning to a political hack and doing nothing but one-sided diatribe the entire freaking time for like the last 10 years, it's about damn time somebody put him out to pasture.
He was so funny. He used to be
He used to be funny,
Oh my.
but then he just let himself be warped. And I'm sorry, but whoever thought it's a good idea to let him write a sequel to the Lord of the Rings films, you're insane. You're insane. What? Maybe he can bring something to it. I doubt it. I doubt it. He's smart. He is a smart guy, and he used to be very funny. See, I can tell you the truth about people. He used to be very funny. He's not anymore. Is he a smart guy? He is smart.
Oh yeah.
But that rot in the brain, that leftist rot, it's real, and you see it happen to people. I've seen it happen in my own family. It's disgusting.
Yep. Brain rot.
Brain rot and Trump derangement syndrome.
Any other good news?
Yeah, man.
It's spring. It's finally warm.
It's finally gotten to be above 50 degrees
finally
for
had
more
turned
than
the air
4
con-
days in a row.
Finally had to turn the air conditioning on.
Funny,
It works, by the way.
funny, really funny story. Going to grandkids' t-ball games.
Mhm.
Every t-ball game we went to was cold, rainy, and windy.
Mhm.
Every single one. You had to have a jacket on. You had to have long pants on. It was horrible.
Yeah.
And I said, "Watch now that the t-ball games are over, we will finally have nice weather."
Yeah.
But I'm ready to go fishing.
You know what? This feels like more this weekend than last. Really does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So everybody,
because this is the last weekend of May.
let's everybody
And-
take Monday off.
And and on a personal good news story, I've passed some other state licensing
Oh, yes.
exams this
Yeah.
week, and then moving on to a new career. Well, it's not a new career. I'm staying in the same field, but I'm moving to a different organization, and I'm going to be working for Indiana Farm Bureau out of
Where are they?
Fort Wayne
Are they?
and Auburn. I will be working selling car insurance, life insurance, homeowners insurance, business insurance, farm insurance. So I look forward
Do
to this
you
new
s-
transition.
do you
I
sell-
like helping people with and being there for people.
Can you sell a policy for help for safety against crazy dumb people?
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we're all going to need
protect
it.
us from
Yeah.
property damage.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
stealing our property.
Yeah, catastrophe policy is what it's probably going to be. A catastrophe policy, yeah.
Okay.
But hey, we want to thank everybody for joining us. Mark, how do they get a hold of us?
Well, they can email me at mark@damngoodquestion.org.
You already
They can find us on Facebook,
the book,
They can find us on
the X,
We are on YouTube now.
YouTube.
I guess we're having some issues with Rumble. We're
What?
going to have to look into that.
You're not
Right.
having issues with Rumble, are you?
Oh, are we putting on Rumble?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we've been
kind of.
doing it.
Yeah.
We've been doing it.
Yeah.
We're going to get more involved with Rumble.
Yeah,
that's
we need
for
to get
sure.
much more involved.
That's
I need to
for
get
sure.
much more involved with Rumble.
That's for sure.
And of course, you
I
can find us
just
on
joined.
Spotify.
I just joined Timcast's Discord server, so I'm going to be getting on that.
Oh,
Yeah, so
God,
you people
yeah.
that are on the Discord server from Timpool,
That's where
wait just a few more days.
we should be
Damn
throwing
good question
Good
would
Question.
be on that
Because Tim and that Discord server are more than willing to help people like us, and I look forward to their support.
and
'Cause,
let's
we
see, did
support
I
them.
miss any? Spotify. Yeah,
Spotify,
of course,
Spotify.
And you know what? I just purchased some Timcast coffee.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I don't
so-
drink coffee. Otherwise, I'd try some.
Well, maybe what?
Same?
drink coffee.
Don't drink coffee.
You know, you talk about being an American, and here's somebody who doesn't drink.
We don't
coffee.
we don't go coffee here in the continental United States. Now they do in Puerto Rico.
Well, Puerto Rico's part of our.
I said that's why I said the continental U.S. They do in Hawaii. They can in Hawaii. Yeah, they do in Hawaii. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Well.
Just saying.
Okay. Gas prices are down. The heat is up, and the 250th is
Funny thing
closer.
about gas prices. Wednesday I was in Toledo, and gas prices were $1 higher in Ohio than they are here.
Hmm.
Who knows what's going
That's
on?
because of all the fraud in Ohio.
Oh, there's a lot. There's a
It's
lot.
fraud everywhere, folks.
Everywhere.
And you know what? Getting back to my message, local. I was amazed.
Go
Well, I
start
wasn't
looking.
amazed,
Go
but
start
you
looking
know,
for the fraud.
there's fraud and abuse and not spending money correctly in your communities, no matter how little they
And
are
if you're
or
a
how big they are.
Taxpayer,
You need to be aware of it. And
it's
everything.
your money.
And they're stealing money from the poor, not helping the poor. Come on, folks. You know.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. That's what they say they take our money for, and that's not what it's.
And they leave you on the streets in LA. They don't take care of you. They leave you on the streets.
because that's become big business.
Yeah, they
Hundreds
make
of hundreds
billions.
of billions of dollars.
This is not
to
a little
help
bit of money.
homeless stay homeless.
Yeah.
Yeah, nonprofit. My ass.
Yeah.
Hey, but thank you all for joining us. We hope you guys have a great week. And
Yeah.
until next time.
Goodbye.
See ya.